everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at a fairly new deck. It's been out about 6 months, a little under 6 months. It was released May 21st, 2025. I'm recording this very early November 2025. So about 5.5 months. It's called Oracle of the Riftwalker. There are 52 cards, so 52 intuitive cards with Guidebook, created by Jesse Woll. It's in a 2-part hard case box. There are thumbhole cutouts on each side. And I'm looking for the publisher. It doesn't say on the side of the box. It may be an independent deck. Yeah. It says copyright 2025 by Jesse Woll. So it looks like it may be an independent deck. Oracle of the Riftwalker is not your typical Oracle deck. It is a portal into the quiet voices, sacred echoes, and forgotten wisdoms that lie beneath your waking life. Crafted for seekers, intuitives, and mystics of all paths, this 52-card box set invites you to enter the liminal, a place of deep reflection, transformation, and raw truth, guiding you through the terrain of grief, courage, love, sacrifice, and transformation. Whether you're navigating change, calling back your power, or simply searching for meaning, these cards offer soul-rooted messages and fierce clarity. There's a few pictures of the cards in the back. Let's open it up, take a look. Here's the inside, top of the box, plain white. It does have a ribbon to make it easy to pull out the guidebook and the cards, and we'll take a look at the guidebook more in depth after we look at the cards. The cards are underneath, and here's the top and bottom of the box, just plain white inner lining. The cards are bound with this white paper binding. Here are the backs. Sides are not gilding, so no gilding. Matte, buttery, soft cards, and they are larger than the traditional pieback tarot cards. Taller and wider. They're about the size of Hay House Angel Oracle cards, if you own any or are familiar with Hay House Oracle card size. And it looks like they are borderless, and they are numbered, top left hand corner, and then they have a title or the name of the character on the card. The Ferryman's Toll. What price are you willing to pay to arrive at destiny's door? And then they have a key phrase underneath that. So, hear the silent drum. The call is quiet. The call is constant. The call is yours. Beautiful. Look at that light coming through the trees. The reservoir. There's more beneath the surface than you know. These illustrations are beautiful, you guys. Very nice. Look at this. Gorgeous. Look at that. Echoes of the current. Feelings return until heard, not to haunt. They are calling you home. Offerings to the river, let go with reverence. The river carries what no longer serves, but only when you offer it. Ashes of the first fire. What burned made way for purpose. You are not the ask. You are what rises from it. Oh, you are not the ash. It's A-S-H. I thought it was A-S-K. Apologies. You are not the ash. You are what rises from it. There you go. Root of remembrance. What lies beneath the surface is not gone. It waits for you to remember. The one who waits in silence. Not all guys speak. Some simply stay watching, waiting, remembering. Salt in the wound. Pain is not punishment. It is the alchemist's fire, burning what must be cleansed. The briar nest. Not all cages have bars. Some are soft, familiar, and woven from your own longing. The broken antler. What once made you strong cannot come with you. The dawn of gunpowder. There comes a moment when the spark no longer waits for permission. Wow, these are profound. Light refraction. It's all the same light, only seen through a different shape. Beautiful rainbow. Look at that. Gorgeous. The mirage. Not all that shimmers from a distance is gold. Discernment. The light that cuts through the light that cuts through shadow. The eye that sees without blinking. Excuse me. Sacred smoke. When the path disappears, the unseen light leads the way. The great sequoia. Ancients among us, towering, enduring, whispering wisdom. Wings between worlds. Messenger, guide, shapeshifter, flying the space between the seen and unseen. The burial mound. What is buried is not forgotten. It is made sacred. The pact maker. Not all who go into the dark are lost. Some go to make a deal. Wow. Waning oats. The slow fading of promises once held sacred, now gently released into the mist. The rise of the sapling. Promise in every leaf. The future growing quietly from the soil. Iron bark. Unyielding strength upon the surface. Resilience forged through time. Wild horses run like the wind. Oh, look at that. The lantern bearer. When divine whispers pause, the living guide steps forward. Beautiful. The tortoise. Slow steps, enduring wisdom, a sacred pace that honors time and resilience. How cute. Quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Beware the effort that ensnares. The mountain lion. Power does not beg. It watches, waits, and knows. Womb of valleys. The fertile ground where dreams take root and life begins anew. Strike the flint. The spark exists within the stone, but you must strike. Sire of mountains. Ancient strength, unwavering presence, and sacred protector. The marriage of waters, where two rivers meet and become one. The sacred conversion, the soul's choice. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Before the compass, into the unknown, the quiet trial of intuition, the prayer whispered only to yourself. Tidekeeper. Not all things come when called. Some arrive only when the sea says yes. The final ember. A once vibrant fire has extinguished, leaving only smoldering lessons and wisdom. The fawn. To begin is to be unguarded. To learn is to trust your trembling steps. The serpent's rattler. The warning comes before the strike. The body knows what the mind fears to admit. The Sacrifice. True loss comes wrapped in choice. If you love it, let it go. Walk through fire. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to stand where the heat rises. The Watchtower. To see clearly is not to control. It is to witness from a higher ground. Avalanche. Not all collapse is chaos. Some is divine interruption. Hibernation. There is wisdom in stillness. Even the wildest heart must retreat to restore. The Sharpening Stone. Transformation is not only mystical, it is forged in grit, callous, and sweat. Triumph. Joy is not a reward. It is a return on investment. Past the pines. Boundaries are where you end and something else begins. Find your tribe. To walk with the right ones is to remember you were never meant to journey alone. The Orchard's Bounty. When the branches bow heavy, it is time to gather and give thanks. When the branches bow heavy, is bow heavy or bow heavy? Bow heavy. It is time to gather and give thanks. Look at that. Beautiful. The Splintering Tree. Truth cracks the surface. Conflict does not defeat. It reveals. Branches of the same. To be of one is not to be the same, but to share soil, season, and sky. Dreamcatcher. Where the night's whispers catch the soul's secrets. Groanless. The ego grieves what the soul outgrows. War Paint. What you mark becomes sacred. What you face becomes known. There's another look at the back. So that's 52 cards. Let's take a look at the guidebook. Table of contents. All the cards are listed, and then the page for quick reference and look up about the deck. The Ferryman's Toll, Invocation, Message, Shadow, Reflection. Here are the Silent Drum, Reservoir, Echoes. Oh, does it go right into it? Is this? Yeah. It starts right away. I thought it was part of the... Nope. So they have the table of contents and then about this deck, and then it goes right into, yeah, the first card, the Ferryman's Toll. So no picture of the card, but it has the number and title or name of the card, of each card, invocation. No one crosses unchanged, no one crosses alone. The toll is not always gold. Sometimes it's a truth, a name, a wound, a dream you must leave behind. Message. You are in a moment of crossing a threshold between what was and what will be. The ferryman appears when your soul is ready to journey into a new stage, but not without cost. This is a sacred transaction. And then it has the toll may be an outdated belief, a toxic attachment, a comfort you've outgrown, a version of yourself you can no longer carry. This is not punishment, it is passage, pay willingly. And then it has a shadow section, a reflection section, and that's it. Nice. Nice, brief, and short, but enough. Lots of info for one card. Total of 105 pages. And that's it. So let's zoom out. Clear the deck. And let's see how they shuffle. Overhand shuffle is fine, not a problem. Vertically, that's fine as well. And then let's see if they can riff or shuffle. Yep, they will riff or shuffle. Let's pull a card for the collective viewer. Message for the collective viewers from this deck. What does the collective viewer need to know at this time? Give us a message for the collective viewer, please. One card for the collective viewers. What do we need to know at this time? No jumping cards. If we don't have any jumping cards, I will cut the deck and pull a card. Message for the collective viewers, please. What do we need to know at this time? Message for the collective viewers. Message for the collective viewer. All right, cut the deck. Ooh, that's that pretty rainbow one. Card number 13, light refraction. It's all the same light, only seen through a different shape. All right, let's see what that means. Zoom in. Nice and tight. All right, so 13 is in numeric order. Makes it easy to look up. Invocation, let me turn, let me tilt, let me catch what I could not see before. May truth scatter through me into color, into clarity, into wonder. Message, light refraction represents a shift in perception, a moment when something once confusing, painful, or flat suddenly reveals its complexity and beauty simply because you're seeing it from a new angle. This is the sacred prism of growth. What looked like failure becomes redirection. What felt like loss becomes clarity. What seemed empty becomes full of possibility. You are not wrong for not seeing it sooner. The light was always there. Now the lens has changed. This card appears when you're on the edge of a powerful realization. You're ready to revisit something old with new understanding. You're not fragmenting, you are refracting. And then it has shadow. In shadow, you may mistake illusion for truth or get caught in over-analysis. Struggle with conflicting perspective, unsure which to trust. Resist the idea that multiple truths can exist at once. This card invites openness, not confusion. Let yourself hold the complexity and let the light move. Reflection. What am I seeing differently now than I did before? How has my own shift in perspective changed what I call truth? What beauty might I find in the distortion if I stop trying to straighten it? All right, so basically that is the message for the collective. Light reflection represents a shift in perception. So perhaps you may see things from a different viewpoint, in a different way, in a way you've never seen things before. A moment when something once confusing, painful, or flat suddenly reveals its complexity and beauty simply because you're seeing it from a new angle. Sacred prism of growth. So it's like the hangman energy, right? From the traditional tarot. Seeing things from a new perspective, seeing things from a different angle with new eyes and new clarity. And you may see things that you have never seen before because you're looking at it in a different way. So that's good. Having a different view on a situation or a person, or maybe about life in general. So that completes the walkthrough of the Oracle of the Riftwalker, which is an independently produced deck. As usual, if you guys are interested in the deck, I will put the link in the description underneath the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.